Future-proofing your workforce in aged care. Millennials, do you love them? Or are you not quite sure how to work them out? Well, either way, they're the future leaders of our industry, and that future isn't so far away. The question is, are we as an industry ready for this next generation to take over? And unfortunately in aged care it seems we're not. You see, the issue is there's simply not enough staff under the age of 35, that's the Gen Ys, the millennial cohort, in our aged care workforce. In other industries across Australia, millennials make up 42% of the workforce, but in aged care, they only make up 20%. As baby boomers retire from their roles, it's clear to see that this is going to create a huge skills gap. We need to future-proof our industry by building leaders right now, or our industry risks becoming extinct. Every organisation, every business is just one generation away from extinction, and it's only by developing the next generation of employees that we will ensure a future-proof industry. So what do? Simply put, we need to attract younger staff and we need to recognise what they have to offer so that we can get the best out of them. Okay, so how? In this video, I'll start to show you how. We'll cover what really motivates and drives millennials so that you as employers can tune into them and become an employer of choice for the next gen. We'll also cover how best to engage the millennials once you have them on board so that you can keep them and you can develop them into leaders for the future. Now, it's going to require some significant shifts in mindset to make this happen. For instance, we really need to move away from thinking that the person who's been in the team the longest should be the leader, or the one with the best technical or clinical ability should be the leader. Instead, we should really be considering attributes and competencies, leadership capability and potential, alignment and fit. After all, as we see time and time again, fit eats experience for breakfast. If we don't do anything different, our industry will not survive. So think about it like this: don't be a dodo. Do something or die out. The crucial step to seeing the good in anything or anyone is to break down our prejudices and stereotypes. Stereotypes create us and them barriers which disconnect our teams, and that's not helpful. So let's look at some of the stereotypes that we hold on millennials, shall we, before we banish those old stereotypes forever. Do you think of millennials as whiny snowflakes who are scared of hard graft and more obsessed with taking selfies? How about they're entitled? They want a trophy just for showing up. They're lazy, they've got poor work ethic, no loyalty. They're the job hoppers, always on their phones. They've got little respect for authority, they're self-centered, they're needy, have unrealistic expectations. They're impatient and lack focus. The list goes on. But holding these beliefs about millennials makes them pretty tough to manage. So what if we flip it and delve deeper to understand these bizarre millennial creatures and what they have to offer, and start to see their strengths and talents? We know they're tech savvy, that's helpful, certainly into the future. Maybe they're not lazy. They'll work anytime, anywhere. Maybe it's our workplaces that are too rigid to allow for that. They work with purpose and passion. They're creative and innovative. They thrive on change, willing to embrace new ideas, which is useful for our ever-changing aged care industry. They're quick to learn new skills, which makes them flexible and adaptable. They're able to work on a range of tasks. Actually, they prefer this. So maybe they don't lack focus. Maybe they're better at multitasking than any previous generation, and we need to offer them more variety. They also demonstrate heaps of empathy. This is great for aged care because, as we know, the future will bring more artificial intelligence into the workplace to do more menial tasks, which I therefore believe means that the human element of our work becomes even more essential. Us humans are going to be required to be better at being human. So when we look deeper beyond the stereotype, barriers are broken down and we gain a greater understanding and respect for generational differences. And that goes for all generations, of course. We can then play to each other's strengths and bring out the best in each other.